Hello, welcome to Vods Manga Podcast. This week we're talking about Dragon Ball Chapter 391 to 400, or if you're me, 197 to 206. This week I'm joined by Hot Binge-worthy Behavior, Ryu, Summoner of Marsupials,
Yes.
and as I'm your host, Ben. As always, let's get into the chapters. We have some good ones today.
We also
Oh
watched
yeah.
History of Trunks.
We
That's
did.
true. I forgot to add that, yeah.
We also
Uh,
watched the Broly movie.
I'm not
Yeah,
going to talk
but
about that. It's not worth talking
No,
about.
no, it's not the
just
not the
mentioning
new
it.
one, not the super one. The OG Z Broly, which upon rewatch sucks. Like,
And,
oh my god,
well, I guess we'll briefly
I
talk
guess we'll
about
bring
it.
it up. Yeah.
like I
It's
remembered it.
bad. I'm sorry. Like, if you like
Oh
the
my
movie,
god,
that's fine. But like, it's just like, have you ever like watched a Smash Brothers tournament or anything, and you don't play Smash Brothers? Because if you have, that's what the Broly movie is. I have no idea what's going on, and quite frankly, it doesn't matter. They're just hating each other. When one guy goes down, that's the end of what we need to pay attention to.
Also,
like
everyone's written like total clowns. Just
Oh yeah,
what?
like
Yeah,
that's why
that's
I
true.
can't get behind this movie. Like the writing of the characters is just it's like we threw them through the fucking boardwalk caricature machine.
I enjoyed Roshi being a clown. That was funny, but like everything else, like, I
At
remember
least
it.
they had Oolong. We haven't seen him in a while.
True.
true.
Like I remember it being good. Like I remember it being good, but like upon rewatch, not being a kid anymore, it's so ass. It's so bad. Like,
They've
Like
raised the
the,
kids
the
movie, but that's about it.
like the
mm,
thing with Dragon Ball as the main series is that it's fun and entertaining to watch when you're younger. Because like me and Hut can both attest to this. We both watched it when we were young. And it was fun because it was bright and interesting and just a lot of like fighting and action going on, and that makes it interesting. We've now done this is episode 40 of this podcast where we're analyzing the series and talking about like its intricacies in writing, in story and narrative structure, and yes indeed also still the cool funny like haha moments and explosions. We still talk about those. But the thing is, there is that stuff to get into. There is writing back, there is structural things to get into. There are themes, there are nice little writing quirks and stuff that we can talk about. The movie doesn't have that second layer. It's just there for the explosions of it. And I'm pretty sure this has reinforced my take that anime movies I'm just going to skip.
no, no, no.
Yeah, you
Oh
fucking
man,
proved the wrong part.
we did the wrong thing. We should not have watched that with him. We should have
Oh,
watched together
yeah,
and then like
yeah,
left him out
yeah.
of it. God damn it.
Yeah, that was bad. That was a bad choice. But like
Yeah.
that movie is what like non-Dragon Ball fans or people that watched it that were young remember Dragon Ball or no Dragon Ball as. Like it's
Yeah, that
That's
like
a
I think the
shitty
Dragon
way
Ball
to remember
movie.
it.
Yeah, I
yeah.
think no. This is. I think this is super legit. That is like how people talk about Dragon Ball
Oh yeah.
these days. If we take out the legacy part of it, right? Like I think there's still like people are quite dismissive about the legacy part, but they at least acknowledge it. But like for example, for like if you take that out, it's just straight slander, and it's like pretty much what we like. They describe it as pretty much what we describe the movie as. Like
Yeah. True.
Oh,
okay, but a good thing that we watched and we can talk about History of Trunks.
True.
which was
Yes.
great. So we got to see, how the future androids were, which are different from these androids in like a lot of ways, right?
Oh
Personality
yes,
wise, a
like
lot. Yeah.
definitely the personality is really different, and I think it will be. I would really want to know like what really caused it because right now the explanation is time travel fucked up the timeline, and now they're suddenly like they have more personality, and I'm wondering what's up with that.
Like we even see it in these
Yeah,
chapters, right? With 16. Like
Hmm.
16's like, hey, I'm supposed to kill you, but
Yeah,
yeah. He was also rebuilt by
Bulma.
Bulma,
Capsule almost, so
But
it makes
not
sense.
reprogrammed, it seems.
new.
Uh, but yeah. Also, the inclusion of 16 in the timeline probably. Um,
Maybe,
That's
yeah.
just different. 'Cause, like that's because of the whole cell being earlier, like arriving, and that fucking up the
Yeah,
timeline as well
coming from
thing.
the timeline and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
right. But we got to see Future Trunks timeline. We get to see Future Gohan, which
Who,
a
for
lot.
the record, is one of my favorite characters in the series. Period. Like Future
Fair.
Gohan is a legend, and I will always remember him. I love him.
He's great. He is amazing. Like
I have a special place in my heart for him. Like, and this is gonna be a very like yeah. I feel like I have a lot of reasons for liking Future Gohan, like with how he's written and all that stuff. But one of the main reasons why I like him is because in Dokkan Battle, he was my he was my boy, man. Like he was a terrible unit, but when I like was nearing cap, first inclusion, cheap unit, love that guy. Shout out.
big guy. So, like, Ree, what do you think of the special system? Like, first time watching it?
like I read the chapter before, even last week, right? Which most of that was included. I'm gonna be like, but they added a part in front of it, which I liked. It showed like the early years of Trunks, because where I said this quite briefly after. I don't think Ben was there to hear this, but the chapter starts where we see Gohan and um, Trunks like on the cliff, like oh they just attacked, like let's go, and then Gohan's like yeah let's go, and then on the neck, and then that's where about the chapter starts. So just seeing that whole build up of the friendship and whatever building up, I liked, because then you like that's more of like now it's like oh go on just did that, and then like oh shit go on just did that. Like the difference is that like a little bit more emotional frontage, I guess, or baggage that added to
Attachment.
it. Attachment, sure. That like got added to that, and that definitely made it like it was good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Like they added a lot more things, I believe, in between as well. But yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Yeah, this we actually got to like see Gohan's last stand against the androids. And
Which was really like I think the way that they directed that like was really good because like it's the principle of at about three times you're like okay this will probably be the end, like so about the third time that we see Gohan getting his ass beaten in exchanges by the androids, you're like okay yeah we're like this is the conclusion of this fight. Then they keep going, and then they keep going, and then they keep going, and it becomes increasingly harder to watch him just get beaten up by these androids. And I
With one
think
arm,
that
by the way.
hmm?
With one arm, like he
Yeah,
has one arm. He lost it earlier. Like in
yeah,
the
and it's just
chapter, you just
really
have
rough
one
to
arm.
watch. Yeah, like adding that and like seeing him lose that, like save Trunks, and then like going to that final confrontation of him just getting wailed on again and again and again and again. It like we were watching it in voice chat with all three of us, and like I just remember going, "Oh damn! Oh damn! Oh damn!" Like it
Yeah,
because it just kept going, and that's like that. It like and also like the music cut out for the last bit, which is pretty much like and that's just like directing 101 what you want,
true.
right?
Yeah,
Like music cut out just the gruesomeness of what that moment is, and it's just fucking well done. Like it punctuates the writing and like the obviously like the point of like everything that has been built up for Trunks and like why he has gone to the past, why he's so adamant about this, why he would do all the things that he's doing, why he has such an intense hatred for the androids. It justifies it all. Like you are fully like with Trunks in that moment, and it's spectacular. And also it shows us once again that Super Saiyan is just like when you lose. When you
when you
lose
lose your shit.
something like really integral to who you are and like what you've established as your life, that is when that rage at that loss will fuel your transformation to Super Saiyan.
The only one we haven't seen do that is Gohan. Gohan just. I'm assuming he put himself in an area when he lost someone, like Piccolo, in when he Piccolo protected him, but
Yeah.
he didn't get it then. He only got it later on after remembering it and being trained by Goku. One quick thing about the special though, seeing the like arm get lost, is a great thing of like show don't tell. It shows you the arm loss, which helps you like emotionally bond with Gohan better than if just like, oh yeah, he lost it before.
Because like there's a completely different version that we're seeing of Gohan, and the audience needs time to get reacquainted with him, and to like show like who he is prior to it, because he changes a bit like after
Yeah,
he loses his arm, right? Because he goes from a lot more optimistic as
to
a
dire.
character to just being, I'm not gonna say obsessed because I don't think it was that intense, but like to just being more serious, more locked into the androids after
Yeah,
losing the arm. And it is a like really good like small arc to see like this is just what the timeline of the androids destruction has done to everybody. We're like Gohan is essentially just a representation of what the people of Earth have been going through, and like all the people that we care about, what they have been going through during the androids rampage. They've just been losing parts of themselves and people around them, and that has changed them. Like it's cool to see as well in the special that that people have still found a way to live around this. Like even with the atrocities happening, there is still more in the world than just post-apocalyptic androids. And that is something that I really like because I feel like that's something that we see in a lot of like post-apocalyptic scenarios, that no matter what, humans will keep living, keep finding a way to live, and they will keep trying to find a way to get through that day to day, no matter how bleak it is. So I like that inclusion, that like one of the major fights is in a theme park. Like people have decided we're going to keep living with this. It kind of like isn't like you can kind of think of it as an analogy to the nuclear bomb, because it is like people are still going through the day, people are still trying to have fun, but there's that constant threat that one day they might show up and it might just be over. It
might as well enjoy
fits
it.
very well in that nuclear narrative, and I think it also works really well because the androids have like that really high energy like core and stuff that we've talked about. So you can kind of view them like that. I don't know how intentional that was, but given the time that this was made, I think I would dare to say very.
Yeah, probably. Like it was like 10 years after the Cold War ish.
Not quote. Well, the Berlin Wall went down in '89. No.
I don't remember.
Yeah, and this was
Didn't have
released.
much history.
This was released around 5 years
Yeah,
after,
'89.
I
Yeah,
think.
Yeah, so pretty
and
close
then
to.
like Gorbachev, like end of Cold War. I think that was like a year or two after. 91. Yeah, 91. Because no, Soviet
So
Union dissolved in '91. So we're looking at like 3 years after the end of the Cold War.
No, actually, yeah, and Hitler Frank Special actually came out in 1993.
That's
it's
even
even
2 years.
closer.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like obviously we have manga releases a bit earlier than that even.
Mm.
yeah.
So like I think it very well fits in the time. Also, I'm impressed I still remember this shit because I haven't had history in 8 years, 7, 8 years.
Same. I don't
So
remember it.
hey,
Congrats.
you're younger than me. You should have had the history a couple. What the fuck have you been doing?
Different way of middle school and high school. Don't worry.
Okay,
Not gonna explain it on the podcast. Anyway,
we'll
let's
get
get
into
into the
that later.
chapters.
Right.
Yeah. So we start off with Goku being like, "Nah, I don't want the chamber. I'm good, yo."
Yeah.
I do like how go like, yeah, we're gonna rest for 3 days, train for 3 days, then rest up before our fight. I liked it a lot. It's like shows the turtle hermit way again, like we talked about last week. I love it. I like that. That's a
Right.
good way.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
just imprinting that onto his son, because
Exactly.
Who
right.
has a very youthful attitude towards us as well, which is very much like, shouldn't we like do more? Like I can do more. Like that overestimating of own capabilities
Yep.
is very young hubris based, and I think it's a smaller way because Gohan is very smart as well. Like, but it's a small way of showing that despite that he is still young.
A kid.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he's like 10, 11 now, right? Or
Yeah,
9, 10, 11 ish.
He's
11,
10. He's
I
11. Okay.
believe. Yeah, and Goku just like telling the others, yeah, you can train in there if you want, but at that point you're just stressing your bodies beyond your limits, which
You
isn't good
can
because
rest in
you're not.
there as well.
Yeah, but you're not like they're not letting it build up properly because they went in for a year already, and then they're going in for another year just straight training. Especially Vegeta. Vegeta is not like
Resting. He's not resting in
resting.
there. He's sleeping, and that's his rest. He ain't
Yeah.
doing shit besides that.
Yeah, exactly. Like he says here, maybe, but all that pointless stressing of your body is torture, not training. However, you guys can still
Yeah.
use the room if you want. You guys could have a room for improvement. Also,
Yeah.
Goku just being disrespectful towards Vegeta. Vegeta's like, "Oh, you're implying you're stronger than me." And Goku's like, "Yeah, right, I am."
See, this is
Also,
the thing, right? This is like
Mhm.
Kobe Bryant trash talking because he's just spitting facts, and it's like the most disrespectful facts of all time.
Yeah. Also, like, quick question: was it stated the room was only able for like 2 people at max?
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Because I just forgot about it. Because like I was like, why doesn't everyone go at the same time and then leave at the same time, and then everyone's training and then rest 9 days? But
Yeah, I've
yeah,
been locked in on the room thread on time for a long time because I knew this was coming, and I didn't remember seeing it before in Dragon Ball, so I wanted to be like, okay, wait, did I just make this shit up?
yeah.
Because
Okay. Fair enough.
like they kind of just like mentioned like, oh yeah, this is a thing we have randomly, and
Yeah. It
like
like
they
yeah.
do say like, oh, Goku spent a little bit of time in it when he was younger, to like kind of loop it in, but it wasn't shown before at all. They just like kind of dropped it here when it was needed. I'm like,
Yeah. Like
yeah.
the thing is, they like that's why I complained like so much about these time skips we've seen before in early Dragon Ball, because like show like at least like a chapter, like 1 chapter, 2 chapters of training. Everyone, what's everyone up to in those 2 years, 3 years, whatever, right? Show
yeah.
me. Like we could have seen the chamber form, like been like, oh wait, he still has the chamber, right? Like we've seen earlier, and then it would have been a good roundabout back to like where we came from. But now it's just like, oh yeah, we have this chamber. I guess he was here before.
The
You just
thing
have to
with the
believe that.
chamber is that like the second you introduce it, it like you can't unring that bell essentially because the second you use it or like show that it exists, you almost immediately need to fully use it like we are doing right now because when you know it's there, every other problem gets like solved by it.
Yeah,
Because think
true.
of the training that Goku did on his way to Namek, right? Spend a day longer on Earth in the chamber, get a year's worth of training. Fuck Frieza, right? Like
Yeah,
it just elongates like the amount of time that's necessary to train because then you just go like you can go like Goku 10 days to train to Frieza. We wouldn't know that he only needed 10 days to get up to that level. So make it a year, whatever.
To be fair,
But
for that Frieza one, it wouldn't really have worked because everyone at that point would have died because Goku just barely got to the
that's true.
time.
That's
I
true. Like
think,
I also think it's like a bad example in general because you need to travel time regardless.
yeah,
But
well, it's the
essentially
thing.
like you the
Chamber is
second what the what I'm trying to get at is that like the second you show that it's there, you need to immediately use it up and have that limit introduced of like there's 2 times that can go in it and
mhm.
that's it because otherwise every problem becomes okay just go into the hyperbolic time chamber.
well, it's not 2 times. It's a total of 48 hours in the real world in the room. Otherwise, you die.
Yeah,
Right?
but
There's
Right.
not
24-hour
just
max in one go.
Yep.
yeah, exactly. With Goku, this is his second time in, and he already spent 3 months. So about I think we calculated 6 hours. So he
Yeah, something
has. I think we did 21 hours left. Um. So like that makes it. That's all he has left for that. But the thing is, you can make it like does it strain your body to just be in the room?
yeah.
It,
It's more. It's
yeah,
heavier gravity.
it's heavier gravity 10 times. It's just why it goes down to negative like 40 degrees and up to 120, I think.
Yeah,
And
they said this. Yeah.
yeah,
But
so I
but
feel like
like when Goku was recovering to go to Namek, put him in the chamber for the amount of time that would be a month, he would have healed up quicker and then leave. That's what I was thinking. But like then you have to strain up the gravity, the temperatures, whatever. That doesn't work. Like that's why they're setting these limitations to make it so you can only enter it healthy and then you can only train
Yeah.
in there. you need to do these restrictions. But yeah,
Otherwise,
otherwise it
every
makes it
problem
difficult, yeah.
gets solved by it, and that's kind of like Dragon Ball has several instances of these types of things, because that's why they have to make them so limited. Because think about just even the Dragon Balls. The Dragon Balls would be a great example of that if they hadn't stated it needs to be within the power of the creator of them to do. But even with that, it becomes a question of, okay, if it's within the power of the creator to grant those wishes, otherwise it wouldn't be able to be granted by the Dragon Balls. Why don't they just rock up the Kami at this point? Right? Obviously not in the beginning because they didn't know him and they couldn't climb Karin's tower. So then it wasn't a problem. But now at this point, right? You can res
Yeah.
people. You just brought Dende over. He's now the new Kami. You can still res people. So
But not those that have already died.
Oh, you
And
mean
the
like
way we fixed this last time, right? Because people had already died, and we revived them again using the other dragon that was on Namek.
yeah,
But it can't bring people that have already died. So this dragon is even worse than that one because that one did bring back people that already died before. But then only could do it once as well,
yeah.
right? Or am I misremembering?
I forget what they say in this one. I'll grab it real
Because this
quick.
one they specifically say he can't bring back people that have already died, at least for my translation. So, unless that means that people that have already died, he can't bring them back twice with this set of Dragon Balls. But it seems to me that they worded oh, he can't bring them back if they have already died. So, Goku can't, Krillin can't, Yamcha,
yeah. So they
again,
can't. That's right. So
they
they
can't
can't.
die.
If they're
What's the other stupid
already
stuff?
died now, they can't come back with this new
The
set
new Dragon Ball, yeah.
that they made.
Yeah.
But I'm confused about what you were referring to earlier, Ben. But
So the previous Dragon Balls could bring back somebody that already died, right?
that had died.
No, 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 no.
If you
The way
died
we got them back,
twice, who
the way
they
we
got?
got the second revive on Krillin, for instance, is we went to Namek
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can
and
bring back
we
any
used those Dragon Balls and that is a different set, so that one did bring him back.
No, but but they use those Dragon Balls to revive
Piccolo, right?
Piccolo, and
Yeah.
then they use the original Dragon Balls
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
rest. So clearly the original Dragon Balls could have brought those people back alive, but it's just that Piccolo died, and that's why they were fucked.
No,
But
but they
Uh,
still couldn't bring back someone that had already died. That was still part of the rules from the earlier Dragon Balls. Like the first set and the second set still share those same limitations. So even if, let's say, Chatsu had already died, right? So even if Piccolo was alive and Chatsu had died, they still couldn't bring Chatsu back because he already died once, right?
yeah, okay.
So it's still
But
the same.
yeah,
Regardless.
okay. So that's fair. Then it's just, but yeah. And it's the thing of even them having to wait a year for it, right?
yeah.
And
You could circumvent that by just asking the guy who made them because you're friends with him at that point, right? There are
Yeah.
ways to I feel like that it's a bit of just clearly there are still rules in place, and I feel like people just kind of forget about them, like the only one time resurrection thing being in place, and that circumvents kind of
And the year
the
cooldown.
issue. But we've done so many workarounds at this point that the reason why people forget about the rules because it doesn't feel like it's true because people just fucking pop back up too many times. And
Yeah.
you have the Dragon Balls, you have the Room of Spirit and Time, and then you got the Namekian Dragon Balls, and then spoilers and Super, there's a thing called Super Dragon Balls, and it becomes a bit contrived.
Yeah, the thing I always wondered was could Kami do the same things the Dragon can? Because presumably he can't. Because otherwise, then that just
Well,
makes
it's
Kami
stated
without
that's how
a
it works. The dragon
well,
can't grant any wishes that the creator of the Dragon Balls couldn't do.
well, yes. Then it
That's
becomes
why
fun
they
because
can't
then
just
Kami.
wish cell away. because the creator of the Dragon Balls, in this case Dende, but in case of Frieza, after Piccolo got revived, or even before then, whilst Guru was still alive, they couldn't just wish Frieza away. They can't wish Cell away right now
These are
because that's not
stronger than
within the
Kami.
power of the creator.
Do we call Dende Kami now?
Not his name, so it doesn't work.
Well, he is God now.
Yeah, I know, but that's his title, not his name. Kami just called himself Kami because he didn't have any other name.
Hey, he's at work. You call him by his name.
You
You're
call him
in
by
his
his title.
office.
Yeah, like, outside of that,
No
when you're on
respect,
your
he's
own,
young.
you can call him that, I guess. But when you're talking to him, call him Dende.
Also, Dende is always confusing with the original Kami, but yeah.
Outside of office hours, he's Dende, okay?
So we know that's our bro Dende, but it's our manager God,
Would you? Oh, you want to see my manager? Okay, well that's the big guy upstairs. Yeah, there's a lot of stairs. You're gonna have to walk for a while.
You're gonna have to walk for a while.
Actually,
I'm
also
in a
there's no stairs. You
wheelchair.
gotta climb up the side of a tower.
Yeah,
and then a pole. The
It's just
Nyobo.
still a tower. It's just it just looks like a pole.
No, the Nyobo. Like that connects the
Right,
current
true.
tower.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Okay, so let's actually talk about. I want to talk about with Dende coming in. It's a good point to talk about this. Goku just teleporting around the universe.
They can
Just
just do that.
beep bop boop bop boop. Boop.
Well, he has to know their location. He did this in the Broly movie as well.
Yeah.
Like you're like, where is Broly? Ah, there. And then
I
just
have no
teleport.
idea.
Let's talk about that movie as little as we possibly can.
Yeah, but apparently he can just do that. He can we thought he could teleport on the planet every location he could think of, which sure, fine.
Any
He can probably
location
teleport on
he has to sense
Sense.
If there's a
energy.
strong enough presence there, I'm sure he
Yeah.
could teleport anywhere on Earth. There's a person because it's small enough, but when it goes to other planets, I'm pretty sure he needs a stronger signal to lock onto.
Which is why he also uses King Kai's checkpoint because he doesn't know the way and
Yeah.
a lot of strong.
It's also great. His little bickering with King Kai is also just great. Where he talks through King Kai looking, he's like, shut the fuck up. And then he has to go and then he tells King Kai, shut the fuck up. And he's like, yeah, it's not so easy, is it?
Yeah.
I love that little it actually I kinda get the feeling they're friends off of that. Because it's just that's some little sly bullshit you'd pull with a friend, right?
It used to be King Kai's power, Goku. And now it's like this. The difference is crazy. It's
yeah.
Huge difference.
He's also just chilling and you're like, what are you doing? Not working? And it's hard work, man. Just
it ain't easy.
It ain't easy,
I'm not always checking on Earth. I I love that. That's funny.
Also, Goku's jacket in this section is fucking phenomenal.
He looks fire.
I want one of them. Oh my god, it looks great.
Yeah, people say Goku doesn't have good fits. Nah, you just ain't looking hard enough.
He has the post 1 year travel where he learns the technique, the teleporting. Great fit as well. The wild ass fucking
fit. Yeah, great.
Wait, I gotta say it again because I remember it being fucking awful.
Fair. Hey, different opinion.
That's just because I've seen other yard rack people. I'm like, oh, they ugly.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm gonna,
I like it.
It's got. I feel
Also, yeah, but
not his best.
It was
Sure.
Goku just casually telling everyone, "You're like, yeah, I think Cell is stronger than me. Not a lot I can do." Oh,
well, he was happy about it too.
Casually.
He was like, yes, he's stronger than me.
I mean, okay, I won't go that far. He's just chilling about it, and obviously that leads to a lot of the tension that we are even still in now. We don't know what the fuck Goku is planning with Cell. Also, he goes up first.
Yeah, he's
not fully first.
Let's not talk about it. No, I don't want to talk about Mr. Satan.
Listen. Actually, I'm gonna just say this now. Toriyama has consistently throughout the universe, when he's asked who's favorite character are, he says 3 characters. Satan, Mr. Satan is one of them. And also it was one of his favorite characters, as well as Goku and Piccolo. So that's his
Those are valid, but Satan? Wait, Mr. Satan?
Yeah.
I'll reference that.
Yeah.
Also, Hercule.
Yeah, Hercule is what the Funimation dub calls him, and his real name is Mark. So.
Wait, what? That's not his real name?
No, Mark is his real name.
What? He's not hurt. I thought it was just called
Is his
Satan.
name Mark Satan? Like, is
Yeah,
that
I'm pretty sure it's just Mark Satan. His name.
I'm gonna go. Okay, you know what? Sure. Mark shows up, and I like Rio. I know you don't want to talk about him. We're gonna have to.
Mhm.
Yeah, I want to say and preface this. He immediately reminded me of the guy in Bleach.
Oh, Don
I forget
Kanoji.
his name. Thank you. Which honestly gave me nightmares. Like, gave me fucking nightmares back to that fucking shit show.
I actually like. I remember. I really like Don Canoni.
I like him. Yeah, like I actually enjoy his character, especially like when he
Later on, he's fine, but at the beginning, he's
But like
just
the
so
thing is,
annoying.
well, we're still early doors with Hercule, so maybe he gets his redemption. But like Don Kanonji, in the span of a couple chapters, is like, okay, never mind, he's cool, he's got it.
exactly like he started as a bitch,
Yeah,
you
but
know, taking
exactly.
stab into the hollow hole and like make
I
And
art.
not
pray.
listening, but like when he finally listened, he's like, fuck, I've done terrible things.
Exactly. He
I need
like,
to atone for this. And from that, and like that means just like he's a G after that, right?
exactly.
True.
So you know we need to give Mr. Mark Satan time to like
Mr. Mark Satan. He's saying his full legal name.
Bro, it's
Title.
nothing the full legal. It's Clay Thompson.
Mark Satan, to your room now.
Mark Huel Satan.
Marcules.
Mark. Marcules. Anyway, okay, so I want to say that I remember hating Hercule the entire way through Dragon Ball Z. So far haven't changed my opinion. Like anime movies, I'm just solidly like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get proven wrong, but right now it's
the
not looking
thing-
good.
The thing I hate most is like, oh, he's just tripped. I just tripped. I didn't fall.
He is
No,
literally like
that I can deal with.
he's like you know One Punch Man's king, but in Dragon Ball, just like purposefully doing it instead of like king when he accidentally does it.
Yeah, like the thing that I have
Or Buggy, I guess.
is like him being like, oh, I tripped. To me, that's like the least like worrisome. What I hate more than that is him
Downplaying.
discounting like the other shit. It's like, oh, it's just a trick. It's smoke and mirrors. It's lasers.
They're not flying. They're driving like me. I can fly too.
It's a
like,
weather balloon.
Yeah, like downplaying Goku. That's the worst part. The trick is
That I
okay.
hate more than anything else. So,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, true.
I'm
And the
like I'm
casting, like
trying to figure out if like his inclusion actually adds anything at the moment, like story wise, theme wise, tension wise. Does it add anything? Right now, the answer is no.
also Vegeta and Piccolo being like, yeah, you should just kill him. I'm not rooting for Cell. I'm rooting against Satan. You know. Hopefully
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
Krillin was like, I think it was a Gohan. Like, I hope you kill him.
Yeah.
No, it was Krillin to Gohan. He was like, I'm not rooting for Cell, but it wouldn't be the worst
What?
thing if he won that one. Also, I feel the need to mention that the squad pulling up in this.
Oh yeah.
My God, I have not added because I'm in my third bite-sized manga notes on Google Keep, and I have not added any fucking like pictures yet. This week I added 2.
Damn.
We have the pull up because it's cold as hell.
They're just all standing there, like the arms like this, just all like fucking just buff, just bust out. Yeah. Krillin goes absolutely hard there. He's just like fist like this, like
Krillin understood the assignment, man.
He was ready for it. Goku's like just neck forward, like the worst posture ever.
Also, everyone there is sweating except for we don't see Piccolo set and obviously Goku. Goku's just standing there smiling. But,
I don't like for Gohan. I'm like, oh, that ruins the fucking image. For Krillin, I'm like, somehow that makes him look harder. I don't know. Like, it makes him look cooler. I don't know what it is.
The eyebrow looks like this. Like, his eyebrows are literally vertical. Like, that's how angry he's looking.
Like he's locked in, bro. He's terrified, but he's locked in.
Yeah, it's like head shape is this. It's the neck.
Yeah. Also, I want to point out, like, just to jump back a little bit earlier, like, when, like, Gohan, Goku, and Chi-Chi go out for the picnic, Like, there was one bit that I found absolutely fucking hilarious and is endearing me to Chi-Chi more. Like, Goku says, all the stores are closed. And Chi-Chi goes, it's bad for business when everyone will die in 7 days.
I want to add one more thing. When they start the picnic, Chi-Chi's like, guys, please no Super Saiyan while eating.
Yeah, no, this is like actually, this is the greatest because it's like slice of life superhero shit, and I'm a sucker for it.
Please no
'Cause
super
it's just-
powers at the table, guys. Please. It's
Please,
like,
I love it so much. It just hits right. I'm so here
it's
for
so
it,
good,
man.
man.
Chi-Chi
Also-
has actually gone up so much recently, like in her
Oh, yeah.
like actions and as a character. My god, man.
Oh, Chi-Chi is like here, and then we have Bulma.
Bulma's not on the list, let's be honest.
Again, Bulma.
I just
Like,
wanted to talk
yeah.
about the king of the world, since like he still holds
Right.
out. He holds out hope for the person that beat Piccolo being the one to be able to save the world again, right? Just like he did.
Yeah,
so
but he
many
sent
years
Satan
ago.
too.
Huh?
He sent Mr. Satan like, oh, he's the world best martial artist.
No,
He
no,
got
he
this.
did. He was like, he agreed. Like the guard said. To be honest, never mind. That was. Yeah, he said here. Wait, could that be the boy that saved us all from the arch
Yeah.
fiend Piccolo?
But
So
that's not Ryu's point. Ryu's point is that he sent Mr. Satan, that's why.
was he the one that
I
sent it?
disagree with that. But, like, I don't know if he did, and I don't really care.
I don't agree
Because
if he did.
even like regardless, he's like, man, I hope that kid that fucking saved us from Demon King Piccolo shows up. Like
Yeah.
first of all, I love it because it shows like he never fucking forgot Goku and what he did for them. And second of all, he's going down with the shit.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
Sure.
Also, send the entire army, and then just made it sound like, oh, he set up explosives in the city behind there to show his strength. Like, man, shut
He's a
up.
clown.
He has the afro for her, just not the pain in them.
Yeah, like for normal human standards,
He's
Mr.
strong.
Satan is just powerful, right? Strong
But
dude.
we have Krillin.
Yeah, but like human standards, not normal human standards, he stay away, please. You know, for your own
Yeah,
good.
he's cool. He's washed.
Like,
He's god
is
awful.
Tien human? We've had the discussion before, but is he human?
He is, I think.
Just a mutated human, I guess, then with his third eye?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then we have 3 humans on the team, and 1 half.
Who's the
yeah.
half?
Two
Gohan.
half.
Oh, right. Go
Yeah.
on.
Trunks and Gohan, both are half.
Right.
That's like almost a whole.
Yeah,
So
you can
that's
count
4.
that as a whole.
That's 4 normals.
I mean, I
Or-
don't know. Like, do we do multiplication or addition for them?
So 75% of 1. What are you saying?
That's why I kind of want to argue.
Sure. 3 and 75. 3.75.
Good deal.
But Trunks is a lot more human on the inside.
Yeah, he's more human than Saiyan, let's be honest. Like,
So is Gohan.
yeah, you can also argue that for Gohan, to be
Well,
fair.
I'm saying that's 4 humans.
Okay. Anyway, like the hype for the Cell games is actually built up really well.
Oh yeah, and like the timing. And
Like the
stuff.
tension and the pull up and all that stuff coming together. It's sick. And also, like, we give a lot of shit to Satan, but the reporter is also very, very culpable for this.
Oh yeah, oh my god.
The
Damning
reporter
combination
makes it
it worse.
1,000 times worse. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That is definitely multiplication. Like, that made it so much worse.
If not, fuck.
Okay, he's trying to figure out the
Quadratical.
mathematics.
Quadratical.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Also, I just wanted to like talk
It's
about.
not fully what you mean, but I'm like, all that it's fine.
Sure. I just wanted to talk about Cell and Goku's like interactions because they are both very impressed with each other, but in different ways. It feels like because like in a fighting sense, in like a battle sense, because
Because Goku is like fully like he's so strong. Oh my god! And what's Cell?
Cell is like, wow, he's impressive. Like he's a good fighter. I knew that he was something special. While Goku is like, if I let my guard down, he's gonna kill me. But he's still like enjoying the fight, right? But
Yeah.
Yeah, so it just feels, they're going at it in different ways, right?
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have different mentalities for the fight, and I'm still really interested to see how that's going to resolve. Rhea, do you have any thoughts on like what you currently think like is going to happen?
Hmm.
Like looking at like when they both like do their power up, when they like show their aura around themselves, it genuinely just looked like Nen to me. They have like the same similar aura. Um, like to me, it looks like Cell has more, but that could also be because Cell is bigger than Goku. Goku's not the biggest fella,
This
He's
is
like
true.
so
five
Also,
nine, I
whilst
think.
we're on auras, after Goku powers up fully, his aura has a thicker outline.
Yeah. Also, ever since
hmm.
Goku, actually think about it, ever since Goku mastered Super Saiyan and made it his base, his speech bubbles went in Super Saiyan around again, around like squared.
Oh
Oh
shit! Didn't
right,
know
good
that.
shit.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. It's like
yeah.
he's now
Like he's completely
tranquil.
calm. He is
Yeah, he's tranquil while in Super
he's
Saiyan.
completely zen, completely in balance while being in this form.
Yeah,
Right?
it's pretty cool. Also,
Yeah.
like I guess you could chalk this up with Gohan, since Gohan knows Goku's power. Everyone else is like surprised at how strong Goku is. Like impossible. He can't be this strong. While Gohan's like, yeah, of course my dad is doing it pretty well, but like, why is everyone so surprised, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Also, one thing, Gohan is still unsure if Goku has an ace up his sleeve because Goku has been like awfully confident, like early on.
Yeah, and Gohan was with him the entire year, and he doesn't know about it.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's like,
exactly.
he was
So you
with
could
him
have
the
done
whole
mental
time.
training in the year, like we see Gohan and
Hmm.
Krillin do in the ship,
Yeah.
but like just with himself then, and
Mhm.
then train a technique,
Also, like
a
he is indeed a seasoned fighter, so like he could have come up with a strategy or something. Right
exactly.
now,
That's what
he's
I'm
just kind of
thinking.
like testing Cell out and seeing what's up.
Mhm.
So we're gonna see what's up in the next 10 chapters, I think.
Yeah,
I
most
I
likely.
definitely hope so. So, what do you guys think about Cell being like, "I fucked this ring. This dumb rule blows it up."
Very Cell. Like he's probably like I feel like it's like Vegeta's side just like cranked up a lot, as well as a lot of Goku mixed in because he wants to.
Same.
Yeah, a lot of
Staying.
just saying just cranked up because he was like, I know he made the ring, he made the rules, but he was like, this fight is too big to be contained in such a small space. So it's like, let me just destroy the space and make the whole world our battlefield instead.
It's kind of funny because he's like, "Ah, this is ugly ring. I'll decorate it." So like he put in this like 9 days like 5 days decoration, and then like, "Ah, I'm happy with this." And then like 4 days later they come to fight, like, "Ah, fuck this ring," and blows it up. He
Almost
was just bored.
immediately. That's great.
He was just bored. He's like, "Ah, fuck it. I'll just make a ring, I guess, for style, for show."
Yeah.
He's just
Also,
showing off.
you
Yeah.
also think of just how Cell just uses Goku, like he just uses Goku's like willingness against him, right? Like he was like, I knew you were gonna jump up at that Kamehameha because that or the world would be destroyed, right?
No, you're pretty
And
smart.
yeah, and like Cell didn't even like really think of the idea that the Earth would be destroyed. It was like, oh yeah, I would like Goku asked him, would you have destroyed the world if I didn't jump up? And Cell was like, I'm not sure.
I knew you
I
had to
don't
jump
know.
up.
Who
But
cares?
yeah, I don't know, but I knew you were gonna jump up, so doesn't
It
really
don't
matter.
matter.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's funny, like I knew you were gonna jump up. Did nothing with the information. He could have thrown another like ball at him or something. Like figured something out.
Like
But
I
like,
said, I think they're still like really testing each other out.
Yeah.
yeah.
He
And they
also
both have the same blood, especially like Goku, but Cell as well. Of like we want to fight, we want to fight, we want to do something. And since they're kind of on equal levels, Cell probably being a little stronger. Of like, oh, this is actually like a good opponent from like both sides. They want to like push themselves both sides to like get as equal as possible, and maybe one of them just dying, whatever. We'll see.
yeah.
All right. So, do we have anything else that we want to talk about?
I
Goku was charging up for a Kamehameha in the last chapter.
and Cell's like, oh, you're not gonna destroy the Earth, is he? And then they just may, and then Maybe,
And then sounds like the eyes big,
oh,
just like
it's
oh
like,
hey
hey,
hey
Hey,
hey.
yo, wait,
Whoa, pause.
wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
what
Because
are you
Goku's
doing?
aiming down, like he is like ready to like fire like
He's ready to fire the
downward.
blast. Yeah, and I'm just saying that I just think Gohan seems like largely unimpressed with Goku's display, which makes me think that you know Goku probably has more in him because Gohan really thinks that that can't be all of what he can do. Like sure it's impressive, but that's no that's not his full power, right? So
Yeah, so
Hmm.
there's something else that we're missing here right now.
yeah,
Yeah, or Gohan has surpassed his father.
that
I
would be
doubt it,
interesting.
but maybe.
We'll
Like
find out
I can do
next
more
week.
than this. How is this his max? Like that kind of thing, right?
I feel like I would just say it then.
Maybe, but maybe it's like Trunks, where he doesn't want to destroy the pride of his father.
Or is very thinks Goku has always
I
been like this.
mean,
Goku has always been
I
Or
like.
don't know if
probably,
he would,
I don't think that would be the thing. I think it's
because
more like
like if you look at how like what kind of teacher like Goku has been to Gohan, like as a martial artist, like I don't think like pride would come in the way of that, right?
yeah.
Like Vegeta wasn't
no.
really a teacher, and like it was like obviously Vegeta can't really see the like trees for the forest,
Hmm.
but like I don't think Goku would ever like even imply something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's more like Goku is like this large figure who has saved him multiple times. So it's more
I mean,
like I
it's
think
his
it's more
dad, right?
yeah,
Like, think about
exactly.
when you were
So
like 10 years old, how you thought about your dad.
yeah, so I think it's more like Gohan can't fathom being stronger than his dad, if anything.
yeah. If that
Yeah.
is the case, probably not. Because Goku is the main character, and making his son stronger than him is weird. At least in my opinion. But yeah,
Okay.
that's
So
about
yeah,
it.
So
then no.
then I think we're good.
Okay.
So with that, we're gonna end off this episode here. So I want to thank you guys for being here with me. Thank you for watching, and with that, we say goodbye to Hut, to Ryu.
Bye.
I'm Reynolds Ben, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.